Hey, Ma, do you know what burst my bubble?
What burst your bubble, Andrew?
Well, the fact that I'm taking comedy college. Are you proud of me that I'm doing that?
Of course I am. Everybody is.
Didn't you say family members were laughing hysterically at my jokes?
Yes, they were. They thought they were very funny.
I know my psychiatrist, Dr. Natural, was so proud of me that I'm doing this in the real world that he actually bought a ticket to my... Well, what is your favorite joke of mine?
Well, I'm partial to the OMG.
Okay, so I'll do OMG caffeine. I'll try to do a master take of that. So my mom can't have caffeine because she has a heart condition. Just a little bit of caffeine makes her beat us faster. I'm just joking, my mom doesn't beat us, but a little bit of caffeine could literally kill her. So one time she was taking a sip of this water bottle, assuming it was decaffeinated. She took a look at it and she said, "What? Oh no, it says OMG caffeine." She thought it said, "Oh my god caffeine," as in an enormous amount of caffeine. We were skeptical, so we took a look at it. It didn't say OMG caffeine, it said 0 mg caffeine. 0 milligrams of caffeine. What type of twisted beverage company would write on their packaging, OMG caffeine? But me personally, that's what I want in my coffee. I want OMG caffeine. The most amount of caffeine possible. That's what I get from the coffee shop every morning, the nitro cold brew. That is OMG caffeine. My mental health is the caffeine is OMG, but my mental health is WTF. So what do you think of that one?
Yeah, I love that one.
You continue.
I like also the bag when you're working and the girl in the... Well, it has to start off the girl in the doctor's office and then you go into when you used to work.
Right.
So I guess start that one and then go into the other one.
So, during my Mordecai story, I say, and I worked for tips at a supermarket, and when somebody wouldn't tip me, I would crush the bread and crack the eggs. And then at the end I say, and remember that nurse? It's a callback. My comedy teacher said people like callbacks. I don't know what the psychological reason for that is, but people like when you reference old jokes. So at the end of my act, I'm going to say, and remember that nurse? She came into my supermarket. I was her bagger. She bought eggs. I win.
Yeah, because, it leaves them with she was so nasty, and they feel like the story didn't end, and then when you call it back, you got the ending.
Yeah, right. It makes people smile.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. I like that a lot.
So just go in there with confidence. Knock it, and then the Andrew diagnosis. I go into a psychiatry appointment. I say to my doctor, "Doctor, I have something wrong with me. I don't know who to tell or what to do." He says, "I've been a shrink for over 40 years. I've heard everything. Not this. I have the Andrew diagnosis. It's a little bit of OCD, mania, depression, germophobia, an eating disorder, bipolar. Oh yeah, and I'm schizoaffective." And the doctor says, "Oh my god, you're a monstrous creature. I've never seen anything like this before." I shocked the hardened psychiatrist. But over time, he wants to help me, cure me of the Andrew diagnosis. But what he fails to realize, there's no helping me. My condition is permanent and incurable. What do you think of that?
I like it. I just don't know how the audience will receive it. I mean, how did they receive it?
I guess they liked it. I could see everybody smiling in my delivery of it. The condition comes from Broken Matt Hardy from wrestling, so it's kind of like.
Okay. So
yeah, I'm kind of going for the craziest of crazy. That's my introduction. I set up that I'm the craziest of crazy, and then I go into. It's really embarrassing when a doctor sees me for the first time, other than my shrink. The cute 20-something-year-old nurse comes into the room. She asks me, "What medications are you on?" I have to say, Latuda, lithium, Lamictal, and that's just the L's. By the time she gets to the R's, I feel like she's swiped left on me like it's Tinder, like she's looking at me critically as if, how many medications is this guy on? And then she asks me, "Are you bipolar?" "Yes." "Are you depressed?" "Yes." "Have you ever been hospitalized?" "Yes." For what reasons have you been hospitalized? For psychiatric reasons. Then I hear her, I should tell her the 2 medications that I'm not on, the 2 things that aren't wrong with me. Then I hear her mumbling in the hall with another nurse. What's wrong with him? Is he Frankenstein? No, I have the Andrew diagnosis. It's my condition. It's unlike anything she's ever seen before. Is that good?
Yeah, I like your reference to Frankenstein. So it's kind of like
Keep going.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're kind of an advocate for people that go into doctors, but yet you do it in a funny way. You know how comedians do that? Like, they'll take something that they struggle with and then they make it in a funny way, but yet they point out how prejudiced, or what is it? What's the word?
How everybody's critical, how everybody's stigmatized with mental illness. And then I go into like, I'm broken, mad, hardy. I'm the craziest of crazy, the biggest freak on planet Earth.
Like, yeah, I wish we could tie the Frankenstein thing, I like when you say the Frankenstein, and I guess that, like when you end the first one and you go into the second one, I like that you put the Frankenstein thing in there, because that's something everybody can relate to Frankenstein.
Right, everybody knows Frankenstein. And then I'm a 33-year-old disabled adult child. I'm sitting back watching my life pass me by. My dad tells me, Andrew, you need to pull the trigger, as in a starting gun. Begin the race. Start your life. That seemed like good advice until I mentioned it to my psychiatrist. Apparently that's really bad advice for somebody who's depressed. He said recovery isn't instantaneous like the pulling of a trigger. It's more like moving sand. Erosion, as in a setback, can occur. Moving sand? That sounds Zen and Buddhist-like. He could have at least used the analogy constructing a house. Knowing me, I would construct my house on sand, and we all know how that would end. My house would crumble. So I am moving the sand, constructing the house, pulling the trigger, whatever you want to call it. I'm going out into the real world. I'm trying stand-up comedy! And then I'll ask the audience to applaud. What do you think of that one?
Yeah, I like that. But I like the way you deliver when you say, knowing me, I like the idea of constructing a house. Knowing me, I constructed on sand, and we all know how that would end.
That was actually, that part in particular, I mean, the general idea of these jokes is mine. But my comedy teacher punched up some of the jokes, and that was actually his idea. Constructing a house on sand and the house crumbling.
But because you're trying to say, like, initially, like, the Andrew diagnosis is Frankensteinish, so, and you're trying to say, well, you have, what medicines are you not on? Like, you're trying to, the comedic part is that you're trying to point out all the funny aspects. Now you didn't finish the one in the bathroom.
So, I only have a minute left. I'm gonna have to start this